Hi everybody, this is Blue Moon Foxy. Just giving you some update here. This is a practice reel, so I'm not going to put my face on it. If you see this in your private settings, just want to let you guys know that I'm working on another video. But I also wanted to say that there's some interesting stuff here. This is wild. Like, I couldn't believe this. If you look at some of the snapshots that I have taken of Adrian, he is actually noticing that he's been set up. He literally sees the girls on the other side. And then he's staring back at Marinette, and he's thinking, was I just set up? So here's this look, and then he gives this cat look, I think it is, where his eyes go downward like he's like Cat Noir. Because you gotta remember, he was stunned when she grabbed his arms. Literally grabbed them. So you're thinking to yourself, did he actually say something to his head? You know, wait a second. She just grabbed me like Ladybug does. But that can't be possible. I don't even know who Ladybug is. Yet, why is my brain on EXE? Which means doesn't stops working. And he gets in that car so fast. I have never seen someone jump into a car so fast. And I don't think he's from frustration from his nanny or the gorilla, whatever he calls him. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think that he was like, oh, thank you. You saved me. I don't know what to do in this situation. I think he cares about Adrian more than everybody doesn't think that, but I do. And I thought about that as I watched this episode. And I'll go through all the episodes because I try to figure out. I had no choice. I mean, I'm looking through the videos to make some videos. To make APIs. And music videos. So I'm just thinking, okay, wait a minute. Another thing I noticed through this whole situation is in one of the episodes, he is in his regular form as civilian. But he almost touches. It's like he wants to touch Ladybug's hair. He reaches out for a moment and then glances back, like jerks back, like, okay, I didn't just do that. She's gonna know that something's up if I go and touching her. Especially when she doesn't know me and I don't know her. At least I don't know her as Lady. I only like talked to her like one time. And touching her, this is what you do with people that you know, not people you barely know. So I'm sitting there laughing my butt off at this, and I'm like, oh my God. The way he has to hold his composure when she swings him around as Adrian, I just laugh because it's like, wait a second. I want to say something. I want to do stuff. But I can't act like Cat Noir around her because she's going to figure out who I am. Someone asked me a question about Chloe. If Chloe finds out who Cat Noir is, what do you think is going to happen? Well, one, she only likes one side of Adrian. So I don't think she's going to be all that, what's the word I'm looking for, enthralled about it. Like, okay, so it's probably Adrian, but must be a side Adrian I don't know. And as far as she has seen, Cat Noir and her do not get along. It's like totally terrible relationship material there. It's like, yeah. Like when she asks him, well, actually, she kind of demands it. Are you good with physics? Yeah, this cat's got it in the bag. I made a cat joke. Yeah, hilarious. So basically, this is the type of relationship that he'll and Chloe have. And I just can't wait to see how the duo is going to be when they actually interact with each other. He's probably gonna give her hell. Like, terrible hell. Like, you know what? You didn't like me before. I know you're not gonna like me now. And I think when he realized if they ever find each other's identities out, I think Cat Noir is gonna be, even as Adrian, is gonna be like, well, you know who I am, and I know who you are. But I don't know if we're gonna be friends like we used to be. I don't think they will be friends like they used to be. I think that they're going to be cutting ties a little bit because there's parts of Chloe that does not like Cat Noir at all. So she would be like, I like him as my childhood friend, but now that we're grown, we're older, there is no way I would even date someone like that. So I think Chloe would date someone different. Who do you think? I think she would date? Well, let me think. She has 3 perspectives here. We have 3 prospects. We got one boy, Kim. We got, everybody wants Nathaniel, but according to Thomas, it's not going to happen. But we don't ever know. Thomas says certain things, and sometimes things change, so who knows? And then the third one would probably be the new guy, Lucas. Or is it Luca? No, Luca. I think it may be Luca. Depending on, here's what I think. I think Luca will be the dragon. Don't ask me why. I just have this strange feeling he's going to be the dragon. It's just, I don't know his personality yet, but when someone said he had dark hair and red eyes, or similar to Joca, his younger sister, so I'm wondering, which makes him the older brother. So I'm wondering if it's possible that he is a dragon, because the dragon is red. And if his eyes are red, wouldn't that make him the dragon? Nathaniel, I have a perspective on a fanfiction for that one as well. I'm not going to get that one the way I think it is. But there's just something about Nathaniel, to me, that makes him very special. He might be a miraculous hoarder, but he also might be something else. Another thing that I come to thinking of is also going to be my fanfiction, and you'll be able to hear of it because I'm going to be making the vlog soon. I'm just waiting to get well because I get like pain a lot these days, and I'm just trying to get myself back to order before I start making these vlogs again. And I'm trying. Maybe I'll make that Thanksgiving one very soon. I was supposed to make it for Thanksgiving, but I got sick, guys, and I apologize for that. I just thought I'd let you look at Tom away for a while. That's a pillow. Because truthfully, I don't want to be on camera right now, so I'm just using a pillow, if that's okay. At least it's a good looking picture, right? Hey, who doesn't like Tom away from Constant Kiss? But yeah, there's some other things that are in my head about this situation. Someone said something about Chloe is going to be picked by Marinette instead of Adrian picking her up. Because Adrian, and I'll be honest with this, I don't think Adrian likes Chloe that much. He tolerates her because of childhood, friendship and all. But I don't think he likes her that much. Because every time in the show you see him trying to get rid of her, or moving her on to another spot, or saving her, but it's like, he gets this grin on his face, like, like he really just don't want to be around her. But yeah, I think she's a strong woman, and I like Chloe. I think she makes a good character. I even made up some things for her for the fan fiction. So I think that maybe, do I think she'll do into development? Yes, I think she has room for character development. I don't think she's going to be the bad guy for too long if she ends up being one. And there's also rumors, I don't know if it's true, that Cat Noir may end up being a bad guy as well. I have this feeling he will be. Because with everything that's going on with him, something is going to break. Right now, he's in a good mood, he's happy, especially when he's around his friends and Marinette and when he's Cat Noir. But once all these things come down and the pressure gets too much, I don't think he'll run away, but I think he'll escape in his mind somewhere where he'll be free for a bit. I feel that he would be an anti-hero because I feel that he'll want to figure out who Hawkmoth is. And when he finds out it's his father, I just have this feeling he's going to drag Ladybug along. Like, this could be a special mission for us. We got the superheroes now out here. And it's not really, yes, Ladybug is needed for purification. But if it changes, like the rules change for how things are done, then there's not going to be any need for the major things like creation and destruction. We're going to need other heroes and other heroes to back everything up. But I do think they'll be for the biggest battle. I do believe they'll be in that. But who's going to be against and for, I'm not sure. They're saying that some miraculous holders are not going to be for the other team. They're not going to be for Cat Noir and Ladybug and Chloe and the main, let's see, what is it? The butterfly, the bee, the peacock. The peacock is going to be a bad guy according to what they're all saying. Do I believe it's Natalie or the mother? It would be a shocker if it's neither. I did a composite picture one time for fun, and I could have sworn that Kagami was the peacock. What would be an interesting twist? If the peacock is Kagami, Master Fu is the grandfather, and that would be really interesting. And then Lila can disguise herself as anything she wants. Because if you remember, she had power of illusions when it came to Hawkmoth. And he said something very interesting. He said, "You haven't seen the last of her." Seen. What do you do when you look in a mirror? So that could be Kagami. Kagami could actually be the likeness of Ladybug to draw Cat Noir out. To throw Adrian off for a bit. What better way to distract a superhero than to change their mind about people they're around and different perspectives of people? Just for instance, he finds out about the book. You know what I'm talking about, the book that was supposedly stolen. Lila makes up a lie and says, did you know Ladybug took the book? Doesn't tell him the whole truth, of course. Gives him half truth. I don't know why she took the book, but Lila will be like, she didn't tell her part that she's the one who took the book in the first place. So, you know what I'm saying? So they could twist the truth a little bit. And if they do that, that's going to make a Ladybug look really bad in front of Adrian. So, there's so many, friendships that could be broken up on this. So many ways this could go. So I was just thinking this is a random video about my perspective on what I think of the show, what I'm seeing so far. And there was a show, I don't know if anybody knows of it, Sailor Moon, where there was a singer who came in after Darien disappeared. They could not find Darien. It's not a spoiler for Sailor Moon people, because, I mean, you probably watched it. So, basically they went to go find him and find out something happened to him. And Usagi, which is Serena, kept looking for him, which is his fiancée and future queen. He's his future king. And he tried to find her, and before he could text or anything to tell her that he's okay, something happened. And I think he died because the star seed was taken. So yeah. So then we're left with Serena, and she meets this guy named Saya, which is part of a rock group. And I wonder if you're going to take this turn for the show. It would be interesting to see, don't you think? I think so. But yeah, I'm just showing you some footage on the new video I'm making of what I see and all this little tidbits that are missed. I really see these faces, and I'm thinking there's more to that than meets the eye. By slowing things down, there's also another thing I noticed. In a lot of the new episodes, you can see there are feelings developing. They're slowly changing, but they're there. The grins, the facial expressions, the way they act. And that's the first time I've ever seen Cat Noir get so mad. He's never been mad at Ladybug for anything that I've seen. Well, except for, why you gotta take care of Kuma and I go calmly what that? Because you're the one distraction, and I know it can only catch the Akuma. You know. So there was a fight on that one, but it was a small one. But the major one was when he thought she was going to show up. Now, she should have not just said, we'll see, or she still lines of, we'll see, or I'll think about it, you know, because that gave him hope. So if she was going to say that, she should have said something like, it's not going to happen, Cat Noir. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but it's not going to happen. I got things to do today, and I have other, have plans. Well, she told me she had plans. That's okay. But the other part, she kind of stirred him away, like, didn't say yes, didn't say no. So it gave him hope. And I'm thinking, he's used to being let down by people, especially his father, who's out much, which he doesn't know quite yet. But his father said that he would meet him for dinner. He waited, and he waited, and he waited, until Natalie comes in and says, your father is he decided to eat supper or dinner in his office. And Adrian's like, why the heck am I here for then? If he's going to eat by himself, why did he even say, hey, let's go have dinner sometime? So I waited and waited and waited. So you see, I think personally that Adrian's father's doing this on purpose. I think in a secretive way, he is trying to break him. Hey, let me pretend I have dinner with my son and not show up. Or, yeah, we'll do stuff together soon. And he waits, and he waits, and he waits, and he never gets that satisfaction his dad's going to spend some time with him. Even on days off, he's like, well, where's Dad? Is there any way he's going to spend some time with me? I don't know nothing about him. Let me get to know him. So his his relationship with his father is just, it's terrible. And I think, like I said, I think he's doing it on purpose. I think he wants to break Adrian. And I think he feels that if he keeps doing this, eventually he is going to break. And he's waiting for that moment. I believe he's waiting for that moment to accommodize him to the point where he'll have complete control over his own son's mind. I know this sounds terrible, but what better way to break someone is to keep doing these things to them until finally they break. Then they take power over their mind, and I mean, it's sad. It is really, really sad, but I think that's what they do. So, and he knows he can't have control completely over Adrian until he does this. But like I said, I think he's waiting for the right opportunity. And I think he wants to make sure, or know for sure, if he's Cat Noir or not. And if he knows he's Cat Noir, he even has more of an advantage over this. Because he could use his son to get what he wants from Ladybug. Believe me, I've seen it in anime and I've seen it in movies. A father will go that far, especially if he's looking for a certain way to get things. He will use his own children. Or he will use some family member. And it's a storyline. That's what they do. Not to tell you I think like I'm a villain, but I honestly believe that's what he's doing. And it's disheartening. It's disheartening. But I mean, it's very possible. So you might even get I'm not saying it's possible for that, but maybe it is. Maybe they'll have a Dark Adrian. Maybe they'll have a dark version of Cat Noir. I've talked to several members of the fandom, and they've said that his father might not break him, but if his mother is a bad guy also, can you imagine both parents being against you? How would you handle that? Yeah, Adrian Agreste is pretty smart for a character, but he has a loving heart, and he's nothing like his father, the way he is anyway now. But according to Adrian, his father wasn't always like this. So maybe he got a hold of some dark power that's even beyond the miraculous. That will explain why he was able to do the things that he's doing. Maybe he traded his soul in for something, and that's why he's the way he is. But whatever the case is, I know that Adrian wants to find out. He wants to know why his father is the way he is. And I believe one day he's going to dig into it. But he's going to dig so deep that it will be hard for him to dig out of it himself. And I hope that Ladybug can get him out of it. Save him from his self. Because I feel that this is where it's going. I feel this is where the story is going. I feel that there's a dark side of him coming out. It's slowly happening. We ain't seen it yet. But season 2 isn't completely done yet. And we hadn't even got to the middle of it. We're only in the middle of the series of season 2. Which means there's no telling what's going to happen. And even Thomas said something about, what if you don't know what's going to happen? So that right there tells me he's planning something. And we don't know yet. But I bet it's something really juicy. Something mouth-watering. That we are going to be so shocked. He even told us that we're going to break. And if we're going to break, then that means Adrian might break too. Because we're going to learn some origins of Adrian and his father. I bet you anything. We're going to learn things that we didn't even know of the show. We know about Marinette, about her grandmother. But now it's time to know about Adrian and his family. I think he saved us for the good part. And I'm kind of thankful he did. Because it makes the fandom and the fans more enticed to find out themselves. So, this is just amazing news, and I just wanted to tell y'all my perspective on this. I mean, I'm going through all this in scenarios in my head, and all I can think of is there's going to be a downpour. And when things hit the fan, Adrian's going to crack. Right now, he's this happy-go-lucky kid, enjoying life and being happy. But eventually, that's going to end. Because he's going to realize that his life was all a lie. He's going to fall hard. And I believe the only one who's going to be able to help him is Marinette in this one. But maybe as he's Cat Noir, because he can't say how he feels as Adrian. His emotions are so daunted and muggy, and his head's so clouded because of the fact that his father is not listening to him, doesn't spend any time with him. There's no love in his home at all. The only close to love he's got is by his own bodyguard. And that's the only one that seems to care about him. Even Natalie has given him a strange eye. There's something about her too that it just doesn't seem right. He doesn't know who his father is anymore. And I feel for him. Everybody calls the Cinnamon Roll Sunshine Kid. But what happens when the moon covers the sun? An eclipse. And it's dark. The moon isn't over the sun yet, but when it does, his heart is going to be so daunted. His soul is going to be crushed. His mind is going to be so busy. He is not going to know what to do. And my only hope is that Marinette can help him in the storyline. Because Nito is not going to know what to do. Maybe Aya could get some insight. I hope he meets Master Fu soon, too. If Master Fu is actually the good guy in this. We don't even know that either, do we? We don't even know where Master Fu came from. All that he made a mistake. But what was that mistake? No, I don't believe it's what he said it was. I think there's more to it than that. Why else would a place be destroyed so easily? No, there's more to the story that he's telling. He needs his kids to recruit so he can get what he wants as well. I think there's something in it for him as well, somewhere down the line. I don't think it's sinister, but I do think it's something important to him. But he's not going to tell anybody, because then that would defeat his plan. So, what if he is the enemy and Hawk Moth is actually the good guy in this? The anti-hero? We don't know. But I'm willing to find out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as I ran on about what I thought about this series. And all the people who distribute their art, great job, guys. Don't worry, I'll give you full credit for it. Appreciate you promoting my video and let me allow the drawings, or comics, or whatever you decide to let me borrow. Thanks a lot. You have my full gratitude and admiration. Yeah. So good night, everyone, and hope this video put some insight to you. And even got your little fan fiction juices flowing. I like doing it for people as well. Peace, and I'm out. Or as Ladybug says, bug out.